Hello, and welcome in to another edition of the Swarm here on the Hive Media. Welcome in, everybody. Oh boy, and we got a welcoming in right here. He heard it. He heard the intro and he was like, "Ooh." Coming up. Anyway, it's Lou's here. He's excited. Today we're going to be talking some sports here on the Hive. Hi, bud. How are you? Yeah. We're going to be talking some sports here on the Hive. We're going to be talking some more NFL football. Last week here, we did our rankings of the starting quarterbacks in the league. And this week, we're going to kind of be breaking down the divisions, kind of giving you how we think each division will play out from a standings perspective. And then we'll give you kind of our picks for the playoffs and our road to the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl champion. But before we dive into that, as always, CJ, how are we doing today, my friend?
I'm good, and I'm wearing my Patriots jersey, JPJ. We have one more episode before the real thing happens.
We do. Next week's sports episode will be the last sports episode where the NFL will have not started, and we'll have the next 3.5.
The Thursday night game.
Yep, it's going to be beautiful. It should be a good time. I'm excited about today. But before we dive into today, I want to talk to you about our friends at W Energy. You see their logo right below me. You see the banner at the bottom of the stream. As always, this episode of The Swarm is powered by W Energy. They are the clean energy drink. No sugars, no jitters, just straight clean energy. Whether you're getting ready to power through the Friday, to make it to the weekend, this Forbidden Door. If you're a wrestling fan this weekend, there's a lot of stuff going on. College football starts this weekend with week 0. There's all sorts of stuff going on. If you just need to get through the last day of work, whether you're having a hefty game session where you're grinding away, or whether you just want a little bit of boost as the day goes on, our pals at W Energy will provide you with the cleanest energy drink. No extra sugars. You won't feel terrible after drinking it. If you go to the website w.gg and you put in that code, the Hive, all one word, you will receive 10% off your order. So go visit our pals at w.gg. W Energy, no jitters, no sugars, just clean energy. All right, CJ, we are about 10 days away from the first Sunday of football. No, a little bit more than that. It's what's the first Sunday? The 7th?
Well,
yeah, 13 days.
The first Sunday or first Thursday?
We're 13 days away
from
the first Sunday.
As this drops, we're fucking 14 days.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah.
2 weeks away from it, basically, as this drops.
I can't wait. I really can't.
This is sports and wrestling, not math, by the way, for a reason on here.
No, yeah.
No math.
I was good at math. I was good at math at school,
I lost it completely.
Is that what happens when you get old? You just lose your math skills?
I was awesome at math, and I just fucking lost it.
Yeah, that was like one of my best. Won't lose like I'm out of here, bro. But yeah, no, one of my best subjects throughout school was math.
Yeah, me too.
I can't even know how to count days anymore. That's what it feels like. All right. But how do you want to start this? Yeah, I know. So today we're going to be breaking down, again, I know we're going to be breaking down kind of how we think the divisions are going to pan out throughout the league. Then we're going to dive into what our seeding is for the playoff and kind of work through what our version of what the playoffs will be. And then we'll talk about the Super Bowl champion. I picked the Super Bowl MVP as well, if you want to do that as well. But I don't know where you want to start. I know our team is in the AFC. I don't know if you want to start with the AFC and we'll go east and kind of make our way to the west, or if you want to start with NFC and save the AFC for the second half. What are you feeling? Where do you want to start, to CJ?
We can just start. We'll do the AFC. Why not?
All right. So we start in the AFC. We will start with the AFC East.
So do you want to let's do divisions in the AFC? And then divisions in the NFC, and then do AFC playoffs and NFC playoffs?
That works.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah. So we are in the AFC East. I have
1 or 1 to 4.
we just go 1 to 4. I think I should give my whole order, and then you give your whole order,
All right, sounds good.
and then we compare.
Sure.
So for the AFC East, I have it going with the Buffalo Bills once again, reigning supreme and winning the AFC title, AFC East title.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, then I have the New England Patriots finishing second. However, I do need a caveat.
New England Patriots, wow.
Yes. Well, I need everyone to know I have them finishing second with a record of 8-9. I have them finishing second. This division is going to be the shits. Besides Buffalo, I think Buffalo is an elite team in football. The rest, the shits. But I do expect the Patriots to win 8 or 9 games, but I do not like what I have been seeing this last few weeks. I'm going 8-9. 8-9 right now. Hopefully.
So practice doesn't mean anything when it's good, but when it's bad, you don't like it.
No, practice does mean things when it's good. But the last time practice was actually good was like over a week ago.
People have had good practices.
Yeah, people. You need the team to. You need one guy to, and he's been struggling.
Fair enough.
I have Miami.
8-9, you said, right?
Yes, okay. I have Miami finishing third, and then I have the Jets finishing dead last where they belong every year. Most likely the Jets finish third and Miami finishes fourth, but I will never not put the Jets last. So that's my reasoning for that. But I have both those teams being terrible. I have Miami winning 6 games. I have the Jets winning 5 games. And I have Miami firing the coach.
I think
maybe even during the season.
The Dolphins fall down this year. I think that's obvious.
I still have them third, but I think again, that's
more of a bad Jets than a Dolphins thing.
Yes.
So you just want to go division by division then? Okay.
Yes.
I have the Buffalo Bills at 12-5, winning the division. I have the my New England Patriots, not your New England Patriots, going 10-7, finishing second. The Miami Dolphins at 8-9, and the New York Jets in the bottom of the basement at 6-11.
All right, fair.
Yeah, I think
for the record,
Patriots, sorry, go ahead.
No. I was gonna say for the record, I have the Bills winning the division at 14-3.
Okay.
I have them. I have them very, very good. I have them very, very good. All right, go ahead.
Sure. I just think the Bills are the Bills. They'll be fine. I think this is the year the Dolphins finally bottom out. They get sick of Mike McDaniel's shit. They were kind of feeling like that a year and a half ago or so. Now they're definitely going to feel that. But they were making the playoffs even with Tua getting in and out of the lineup, so they kind of gave him a pass for it. I think they'll start off bad, and then that fucking his personality is not fun when you're losing. Nobody's is, but especially one like that. And then the Jets, I do like Justin Fields, but I just don't see it, obviously. Not much going on besides like Garrett Wilson on that offense. It seems like Breece Hall was great 2 years ago, and then they just stopped liking him for no fucking reason last year. Seems like
I feel like Aaron Glenn is the type of guy because he's a defensive guy that he'll get back to running because that Braylon Allen kid is good too. So if you got
huge.
Yeah, so you seen that? He's jacked to shit.
Yes.
If you have both of those guys, that needs to be. I know you got Justin Fields, who's also a running first quarterback. Like that needs to be your identity.
You have nothing besides Garrett Wilson throwing the ball.
Yeah, like you have Garrett Wilson, so you have that one guy that if Fields needs to throw, he can trust. Well, the tight end could be good.
Mason Taylor, my boy.
Yeah. Well, that's who they drafted, right?
Yeah.
But they also have a tight end. I think he's decent. So if he slots into the backup now and in the draft, who's good? That's they got weapons. And Breece Allen looked like he was on pace to be. Yeah, I'm sorry. Breece Hall looked like he was on pace to be like a top 5 running back in the league continually. And then it was just kind of like, hey, he's still good, but they just don't. Yes, I think that was part of it. Yes. Yeah. But so we agree with we agree completely.
Exactly
yeah.
Records are different.
Yeah.
We won't say who you have making the playoffs in these divisions yet until the end.
No.
So don't.
Yeah. All right. We move to the AFC North. I think I think one of the worst teams in the league is in this division, but I think the other 3 teams, I think it'll be very competitive.
Yes.
per usual with the AFC North, but I have it going the same way it went last year. I have Baltimore winning the division. I think Baltimore could be the most talented team in the AFC. I have Cincinnati and Joe Burrow finishing second. I have Pittsburgh and Aaron Rodgers. I actually think he'll be better this year than he was the last couple of years. Obviously, he missed, you know what I mean, because I just think Pittsburgh has that culture in place. And then I have the Cleveland Browns finishing a distant fourth to the other three.
What are their records?
I have Baltimore at 12-5. I have Cincinnati at 11-6. I have Pittsburgh at 9-8, and then I have Cleveland at 3-14.
Okay. I have Baltimore 13-4, Bengals 11-6, Steelers 9-8, exact same as you, and then I have Cleveland slightly better at 5-12.
Is that because of Shadur?
I think he'll start eventually, and I think he'll give them a boost whenever he does start, and they'll win that game whenever it is. And then I do think their defense is competent enough that they won't get blown out in very many games, if any. So I think you can get enough cog together on offense to score 17 or 20 points. That might be all you need that week.
Yeah. Oddly enough, even though they're the Browns and he's had more under 500, I think Stefanski's a good coach. I think he's a good coach. No, because they're the Browns and they just refuse. But I think if they have another terrible year, I could see them just move. I think it might be time for him to get out of there. You know,
and we'll get into this eventually, like towards the very end of the season. But they do like a way too early mock draft before the college football and NFL season starts, and ESPN did that last week or this last week between the last episode and this one, and they have 7 first-round quarterbacks going. And 6 in the top 11 or something like that.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So, but my point is the Browns will have their pick of the litter, assuming they win 0-5 games like we all expect them to.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Maybe next year they'll finally have one. But Ravens, we have the exact same order again for the second time.
You know, what can you say? We're just good. We're just good. I have it.
By the way, these are spoilers because you don't have to watch the season. Cancel your Sunday ticket. Don't give YouTube TV your money. Just come back to this.
You don't need to. You don't need to. All right, let's make our way to the AFC South. I have the Houston Texans winning the division. What would this be? The 4th year in a row? 5th? Something like that. I have them winning, and here's one of my shockers. I think people are gonna. I have the Tennessee Titans finishing second in this division.
Okay.
I like Cam Ward. I like his. We talked about it last week. I just like the attitude. I think he's gonna.
It's not even like the on-field stuff, really. Like else too.
I just like. I think he's going to be a real leader, and I think that he's going to get a lot out of those guys on offense. I just feel he feels like that type of guy to me immediately. I think last year is not a true judge of their new head coach. I like Tony Pollard. I think he's a solid running back. They do have some weapons. And their defense is solid. So they would have been a lot better if they didn't have Will Levis the last few years. They wouldn't have.
You can never have a quarterback that his favorite thing to eat is mayonnaise. This is never gonna.
It's just he made some plays that were like I just think there's I just like Cam Ward. So I have them finishing second.
The Titans, Mason Rudolph was their quarterback, and he's like much better than Will Levis, which is crazy.
Yes.
He stinks badly.
So I have Houston finishing, and look, I think this is easily the weakest division. Yeah. Well, I think the AFC East might be this year.
The AFC East has some upside because the Dolphins do have explosive weapons. The Patriots could go 10 wins or something like that. This division seems like they have nothing out of Houston.
All right. So I have Houston at 10-7 winning this division. And I have Tennessee finishing second, but I think Tennessee's 8-9. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars finishing third. I think they're going to be 7-10. And then I have the Colts finishing fourth. I think that they're going to end up 5-12. But I think as the season goes on, they are going to try to suck because they're going to want Arch Manning to continue the Manning name in Indy. I think they're going to try.
At the very least one of those quarterbacks.
Yes. But that's how I got the South going.
I have the 11-6 Houston Texans winning the division. I have the 8-9 Jacksonville Jaguars in second. The 6-11 Tennessee Titans in third, and the 5-12 Indianapolis Colts rounding it out.
Yeah, so I only have the
first game
Titans
is the
being.
East.
Yeah, I only have the Titans being a couple games better than you. You have them 6-11. I have them 8-9. So like, even though I have them finishing second and you have them third, it's not. I still think they're going to be under 500. That's just.
I don't think there's a 500 team other than the Texans in the division.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think this is from top to bottom. I think this is the weakest division in the
Correct.
AFC.
And they have no upside, really. Not much. They have a little
No,
bit.
and I think this is a make or break year for Trevor Lawrence. To me, he needs to stay healthy and he needs to be good. And if one of those two things
Brian
don't,
Thomas Jr.
yeah, just needs to happen. It just needs to happen. New coach, new system. I get it, but he's been around for too long. We got to figure out whether he's real or not.
It's a very offensive quarterback favorite system too. A favorite system. So really no excuses.
Yeah. All right. We make our way out west. I have the Kansas City Chiefs once again winning the AFC West. I have them though at 11-6. I have them
as well. 11-6.
Yep. I have the Denver Broncos right on their heels, finishing second at 10-7.
Me too. 10-7.
I then have the LA Chargers finishing third, 9-8. And then I have the Las Vegas Raiders finishing fourth. Oh no, I have them worse than that. I have them 6-11. I have them 6-11. So
we're doing good there.
Yeah, we were. So that is how I have the AFC West. I'm sorry. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to have a better year statistically than he did last year, but they were 15-2 last year. I think they're taking a dip. They're taking a dip.
Yep.
So that's what I have them there as well. But yeah, that is how I have the AFC divisions rounding out.
Yeah, we pretty much have the exact same AFC West, so we can just kind of move on to the NFC. You want me to go first for the NFC?
Yeah, why don't you go first in the AFC? We'll swap it up.
The NFC, we'll start with the East. I have the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Eagles, 13-4, winning the East. I have the Commanders at 10-7. I have the Cowboys also at 10-7. And then I have the New York Football Giants at 5-12 in the basement of the division.
All right. We have a little bit of a difference here. I have the Philadelphia Eagles winning the division, and I think they're gonna be 13-4. I think they're gonna be very good. Yep. I have the Dallas Cowboys finishing second in this division.
Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna go into tiebreakers and shit. So I have the Commanders and Cowboys both at 10-7.
The same record, yeah. So I have the Dallas Cowboys also as the same record as you. I have them as 10-7. Finishing second. I have the Washington Commanders coming back down to earth a smidge because I don't know about the Terry McLaurin situation.
Yeah.
I have them third at 9-8.
If they trade that receiving room looks very 2024 Patriot-ish.
Yeah, not great. So I have them. I'm still going to be good. I think Jaden Daniels is still going to be spectacular. But I have them coming back to earth a little bit. 9-8, finishing third, and then I have the New York Football Giants at a distant fourth, 5-12. Not good. I think that might even be
we have the exact same records, except you have the Commanders just with one less win than I do.
Yeah, So that's fair. So it's actually closer than I thought.
It's just I said Commanders before Cowboys.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I got for the East.
Okay. We'll do the West. I have the Rams at 10-7, winning the division. Over the Niners at 9-8, Cardinals 8-9, Seahawks 7-10. So 1 game difference between each team.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be floored if the Niners won the division. Obviously, if the Stafford injury could linger, he's been kind of an Iron Man. He always played. He's like the Tom Brady, but he's actually Tom Brady was never really hurt. Just Belichick fucking with everybody. But Stafford is on the injury report every single week, even though he plays every single week.
Yeah.
But at some point, he does have real injuries. It's not a Tom Brady thing. He really is injured in these games, going into the games. And eventually the body does just break down. So is that going to be this year? I hope not. But if he stays healthy, I think they win the division. But again, the Niners have enough talent, even though they lost some. I love Ricky Pearsall. George Kittle's the best tight end in the league now that Kelsey slowed down quite a bit. And then we've talked about how much we like the Cardinals, even though we don't necessarily believe in them, but they have the pieces now. They have a better offensive line, stuff like that. So I don't think anybody in this division runs away from anybody, really.
That's fair. I like the Cardinals too.
I love it.
Yeah. So I have the LA Rams winning this division. I have them slightly better than you do. I have them at 11-6. I think Devontae Adams is going to have a year that is going to remind everybody that he's Devontae Adams.
He's a big upgrade over Cooper Kupp at this stage.
Yeah. The key is, like you said, Stafford needs to be healthy, or as healthy as he can be, and make it through the whole season. If he misses games, they'll have a worse record. But if he can stay healthy and play all 17 games, I think I have them at 11-6. I have the Arizona Cardinals finishing second in this division this year. I have them at 9-8. So it's basically reversed. I have them at 9-8, and then I have San Fran at 8-9, finishing third, and then I have Seattle a few games back.
Okay.
Because I think Sam Darnold is a question mark.
Yeah.
To me, but I like their weapons. I like Charbonnet. I like Smith and Jigba. Yep, I like their weapons.
And Kupp, if he can stay healthy, is not bad by any means.
Exactly. Yeah, and like I feel like Kupp, like we say, I agree with you that I think Devontae Adams is an upgrade over Cooper Kupp at this point. I think Cooper Kupp is an upgrade of what Tyler Lockett gave the Seattle Seahawks. Exactly. So I think if you can make Cooper Kupp kind of the Tyler Lockett, but he's a little better, I think that's where he fits in. So, yeah, I still think they're going to be good. I just think they'll lose to the other three teams in the division. So I have them at 7-10. No, 6-11. 6-11. I have that 2-game difference. Yeah, that's what I got there.
The North, excuse me. I have the Minnesota Vikings finishing in first at a 12-5 record. I really love their roster. It's more about the roster than McCarthy. I do think McCarthy can take a step from where he was at Michigan. I just think they did not want anybody to throw the ball. Doesn't matter who the fuck is at quarterback. So I think he'll show. And I mean, Justin Jefferson's quarterback. Like, it doesn't matter who the fuck's quarterback. He's still gonna get his. Addison will be back eventually. I do think they also make a move. We've also been linked to them with the Kendrick Bourne trade potentially. So, especially when we have the joint practices, so naturally that's an easy negotiation right there. We're already in town with each other.
Yeah.
So if they're able to bring in another receiver and then get Addison back from suspension, that's a much deeper receiver. I love the running backs. They have Jordan Mason from the Niners now as Aaron Jones' backup.
Yeah.
They have one of the best offensive lines in football, and they let go of our center now. Garrett Bradbury and brought in Ryan Kelly, perennial Pro Bowler. So I love their roster. I think they go 12-5. I have the Lions at 11-6. I think they come back down to earth and they get a little bit exposed with the Dan Campbell situation. I think he had just the two best coordinators in football. But that roster's too good just to be shit. I have the Bears improving, but similar to how you think the Patriots will be, I guess, at 9-8. I have them, the Bears. And then I have the Packers also at 9-8. So I don't know, again, where you want to put the Bears and Packers, but I have them both 9-8.
Yeah. So we have the same order here. I have Minnesota winning. So this is weird because I have Minnesota and Detroit both finishing 11-6. But I have Minnesota in the one spot in the division. Sure. And then I also have Green Bay and Chicago finishing 9-8.
So you have both the same records.
Yeah, I think all four teams will be over 500. I think this is the best division top to bottom in all of football. I think they have four. We're going to find out about Dan Campbell, but as of this talking point, I think there are four good coaches in that list. I think two of them. I think Kevin O'Connell is great, and I think LaFleur is great.
We don't know.
We don't know about Ben Johnson, and to me, we're going to find out what Dan Campbell is this year. But I think the rosters are solid on all four of those teams. They should all be good. But obviously not all four of them can make the playoffs, but I kind of have them bunched up like that. So that's how I have the North.
Yep. I have the South finally as the Buccaneers at 11-6 winning it. Falcons 9-8 in second. Panthers a little bit better than last year, but not quite great, 7-10. And I have the worst record in football as my local, I guess, now that I live down here in Louisiana. The New Orleans Saints at 4-13 with Mr. Tyler Shuck as their predicted starting quarterback.
It's true. All right. I got Tampa as well winning this one. I'm bullish on Tampa this year. I got them at 12-5.
We're huge Baker guys here.
I love Baker. I got them 12-5. I'm bullish on them. And then I have I have Carolina finishing second. Another shocker. I have Carolina finishing second. I have them 9-8.
All right.
9-8. Then I have Atlanta finishing third at 8-9, and then I have New Orleans at 3-14. Worst team in the league.
So we both
Worst team in the league.
Worst team in the league, just different record.
Yeah. That's what I have. I think for some reason I chose the South divisions where I was like, you know what? Tennessee and Carolina, they're both finishing second. I think they're going to take the leap from last to second.
I think that
this year.
Divisions are open enough where second is.
Yes. That's probably why I went that way. But yeah, I think I liked what I saw out of Carolina when Bryce Young came back from the benching. I know his stats weren't always, I just liked the way they played. They were gritty. They were a tough out, and they were winning games, which they weren't doing before that. I think the coach offensively is smart. They have good weapons. I like to see what Leggett is going to look like in his second year. I think he's good. They drafted Tet. He's looking good. I think I like Chuba Hubbard, the running back. That guy Thielen is still good, and he's that veteran in that room for the young guy. I like what they got, so I think they could.
I don't think that's crazy.
I think they could jump up a bit. So
I don't think anybody can say anybody's crazy finishing second either one of those divisions.
Yeah.
South.
Yeah.
All right, you can go ahead with your AFC playoffs picture.
All right, I made a mistake, not with my picks, but I gave Kansas City a 12-5 record, not 11-6. Because
you want them to have 12-5 now?
Yes, I think I said when we were talking about the division, I said 11-6, but I was looking at a different team. 12-5, I have them. Okay. All right, so I have Buffalo finishing as the number 1 seed and getting the bye week. Okay. So then that means for me, the number 2 seed Kansas City Chiefs will host the number 7 seed Pittsburgh Steelers, and Kansas City will win that ball game. I have the number 3 seed Baltimore Ravens hosting the number 6 seed Denver Broncos. I think this will be the closest first round matchup because I think Denver is really good, but I think Baltimore wins. And then I have Houston hosting the number 5 seed Cincinnati Bengals, and the Bengals go into Houston. They handle business, and Joe Burrow moves on. I then have Buffalo hosting Cincinnati in the divisional round, and I have Buffalo winning that one. And then I have Baltimore going to Kansas City on the road, and I have Lamar Jackson beating Patrick Mahomes on the road. And then I have a Buffalo-Baltimore AFC championship with the 2 quarterbacks that need to make it to a Super Bowl. And I have Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills finally breaking through and making it to the Super Bowl in the AFC.
Interesting. That would be a cool story with they both play the college.
Look, I'm a wrestling fan, bro. I know how to book it. I know how to book it.
You have Cody Rhodes versus Cody Rhodes in the conference.
Damn right I do. You're damn right I do.
I have the Baltimore Ravens, number 1 seed at 13-4, which means I have the 2 seed of Buffalo Bills playing the 7 seed Denver Broncos. I have the Bills defeating them. I think the Broncos make that one nasty, though. Similar to how you probably have them against Baltimore.
Yes, I think that's going to be they're going to beat the shit out of each other in that game.
Defense travels in the playoffs, and that defense will not let you score 3+ touchdowns on them, regardless of how good Lamar or Josh Allen is. But I have the Bills eking it out. Moving on to the divisional round, I have the 3-seeded Houston Texans facing the 6-seeded New England Patriots, and you know who I have winning this game, the New England Patriots. The 4 Kansas City Chiefs hosting the 5 Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow beats Patrick Mahomes once again in Kansas City. I have the division round. The Baltimore Ravens host the New England Patriots. I have the Baltimore Ravens winning, unfortunately. The Cincinnati Bengals will go into Buffalo and beat Josh Allen and the Bills. So Burrow is now beating Mahomes and Allen again in the playoffs. And then an all AFC North Conference Championship game where the Baltimore Ravens will unfortunately beat my LSU boys in Cincinnati. Well, in Baltimore, but they will beat Cincinnati. So I have Baltimore in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so you have Lamar breaking through. I have Josh Allen breaking through. Yep. So we each have one of the guys that needs to break through, breaking through.
Let's see if we have them fully breaking through in a minute.
We'll see. All right, so we move over to the NFC.
You want me to, since I did the divisions, I'll go NFC first?
Yeah, why don't you go first?
I have the defending Super Bowl champions as the 1 seed at 13-4 with a bye week, which means I have the 2 seeded Minnesota Vikings edging the 7 seeded Dallas Cowboys. I do think the Cowboys with a healthy Dak could be dangerous, especially if Micah stays. This is assuming Micah stays, obviously. Micah Parsons. And then I have the 3-seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers, unfortunately knocking off my Jaden Daniels Washington Commanders. And then I have the 4-seeded LA Rams getting revenge and beating the 5-seeded Detroit Lions from last season in a rematch of last year's wildcard round where the Lions beat the Rams. Divisional round, I have the 1-seeded Eagles beating the 4-seeded Rams, the 2-seeded Vikings beating our Baker Mayfield, unfortunately. And then in the NFC Championship game, I do have the Eagles going back to the Super Bowl after beating the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, fair enough. I have the number 1 seed, also the defending Super Bowl champions. Pains me to say it, but I think it's pretty clear. I have them as the number 1 seed as well, which means that I have the number 2 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I would love that.
Hosting the number 7 seed Washington Commanders, and this is where I have your boy Jaden Daniels going out as well, but to Baker Mayfield in Tampa. And then I have an upset here, as I have the number 6 seed Dallas Cowboys going into the number 3 seed Minnesota Vikings and defeating Minnesota.
We both have them playing in the first round, just different seeds.
Yep. And then I have the number 4 seed LA Rams hosting the number 5 seed Detroit Lions, and I have the LA Rams and Matt Stafford defeating the Detroit Lions.
Wait, do we have the same matchups and just different seeds?
I have Philly,
Vikings, Cowboys, Bucks, Commanders, Rams, Lions. Is that your matchups though?
I have Bucks, Commanders, Viking, Cowboys, Rams, Lions. Yes,
we have just completely different seeds though.
Yeah, I got Philly, Tampa, Mini, Rams, Detroit, Dallas, Washington. That's my 7.
Yeah, we have the exact same matchups in the wildcard round with different seedings.
Yeah. So then in the divisional round, I have a divisional matchup with Dallas traveling to Philly. I think this game will be close, but I think Philly prevails, and they head back to the NFC Championship. And I told you I was bullish on Tampa. I have Tampa hosting the Rams, and I have Tampa Bay going to the NFC Championship game.
Get crazy with this.
Going to Philly. I would love.
Oh my God.
I would love it, and I would be rooting for Baker like you fucking dream about.
Yep.
But I have Philadelphia also returning to the
Eagles
Super
are just
Bowl.
Gonna break all of America's hearts 2 years. Like Jaden Daniels was like the fun story. Baker Mayfield would be the fun story, and they're just like no, like nope.
Yeah, but in the end, they will not break the heart of who I have finishing their story.
Yeah, go right ahead.
As I have the Buffalo Bills defeating the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, and Josh Allen taking home the Super Bowl MVP. I also think he once again takes home the NFL MVP.
I think.
Well, we're going to talk about awards. We'll get next week.
Yeah.
No, but we can do that next year. I kind of next week, but I jumped the gun. But yeah, I think this is the year of Josh Allen. I think this is the year of Josh Allen. I think this is when he does it. So that's what I'm going with.
Also have the Eagles losing in the Super Bowl to the Baltimore Ravens with their Super Bowl MVP as Lamar Jackson.
There you go.
Spoiler alert, I do not have him winning the NFL MVP, however.
I could already tell you who you have winning the NFL MVP.
I'll tell you if you guess it, Garner.
Joe Burrow, obviously.
Okay, well, never mind.
He's your boy. Are you on your?
That real quick, if you want. Fuck it.
But no. Well, we can.
Next week.
No. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. We can talk about awards right now if you want to do that because we have time. We actually got through that a lot quicker than I thought we were gonna.
I have just the awards written down as MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie, Defensive Rookie, Comeback, and Coach.
All right. Hold on, because I didn't have these written down because I thought. All right, hold on.
No problem.
MVP. Go ahead. What was the second one?
Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Offensive and defensive rookies.
Oh God.
Comeback player and coach.
Comeback.
I have one person who won 2 of these awards.
Comeback player. God, that's gonna make me think. All right. Can we do comeback player last?
Sure.
All right. Why don't you start? We just go in. I mean, I already told you who I think Yeah. So we know our MVPs. You got Burrow. I got Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
My offensive player of the year,
which is basically always best non-quarterback, which is basically what this award is every year.
Can I be honest with you? I think Genty could win it.
Okay.
I think Genty could win it, but I'm not going to pick him. I'm going to say my offensive player of the year is Jamar Chase.
I had the Bengals sweeping both those awards as well. Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I'll go Jamar Chase.
Defensive.
Micah Parsons. I think
Cowboys?
I think either way. I think if he stays on the Cowboys, he doesn't want to be there, so he's going to say, I'm going to play my ass.
Enticed with his new team as well. Either way.
Yes. Yeah. But he was. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, please.
I was going to say he was injured last year for a chunk, obviously, but he had a subpar for his standard last year, and I think he's going to bounce back big time.
I have the guy that was crip walking to the award last year, moonwalking to Aiden Hutchinson before he got hurt in week 6. I have him winning that. I'll just parlay this, and I also have him winning comeback player of the year.
That's a good pick. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He was, I think he got hurt in week 6 for the rest of the year. I don't think someone passed him in leading the league in sacks until week 12.
Yeah, he was dominant.
He didn't play for 7 weeks, and he was still leading the league in sacks.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you think about what happened with Detroit, too, imagine he was there all year. Things could have been different.
So I have both those awards.
Okay. Who do you got for your offensive? Are we going to both be homers here, bro? Offensive player of the year?
A rookie of the year, you mean?
Yeah. Are we both going to be a homer right now?
I'm not.
Oh, well, I am. So you can go, though.
You have Travion?
I got Travion, baby.
I have Genty.
That's fair. That's probably a no-brainer.
I don't care if it's Chuck. It's just he's going to get too many touches. And too good.
No, it'll 1,000% be Genty.
I am very worried about that for week 1.
They're beating us in week 1.
No, they're not beating us. I'm just worried about running a lot.
Oh, Tom Brady's beating us. But it's what's happening. Tommy boy. No, but it's Genty. But
you're picking Henderson or Genty?
No, I picked Genty, but I thought you were going to be a homer and go Travion. So I'm
really not a homer. I just kind of like to rally you up. As you see, I've actually had not that crazy. I have Patriots with 10 wins, losing.
Yeah, but in the playoffs, for crying out loud.
It's not crazy, JPJ, with how bad the AFC is at the bottom. It's not. You have them like 1 game out.
I have them 8-9, bro.
And you have a playoff team making it at 9-8. Do you not?
Oh yeah.
So that's my point. It's not insane to think the bottom. It's like the big 4 with the big 4 quarterbacks in the AFC, and then it's garbage kind of after that.
It's fair.
I think it's more of an AFC and schedule thing than it is Patriots thing. DPOY or defensive rookie of the year. Excuse me. I have I guess he was the 3rd defensive player taken in the draft technically. Browns D tackle Mason Graham.
I would have been okay if the Pats took him. I
just think Myles Garrett's going to open up so many opportunities for him.
Okay.
And I think he's too good to not take advantage of those opportunities. So the one, like I said during our predictions for the records and stuff, the Browns defense is still going to be very good. That D line is one of the best in the league as well. They have the best defensive lineman in the league, and Myles Garrett. And once you have a guy like that, there's a reason why there's always a top 3 defensive end. And then his defensive end mate leaves the team to get a big payday somewhere else, and that guy always sucks at the other team.
Yeah, that's fair.
He was getting the opportunities because he was getting the 4th fucking offensive lineman on the team going up against him, and while his teammate was getting double team, triple team. So I think Mason Graham will be that guy that takes advantage of the double and triple teams that Myles Garrett gets.
That is fair. I am going with Jalen Walker. Jalen? Is it Jalen or Jalon? Jalon Walker, Atlanta Falcons linebacker. I think he's going to end up being a better player than Abdul Carter. I liked him a lot. I know at least up here when the draft was.
They traded so much.
Yeah.
They traded their first next year, their second this year, and like next year's 3rd to move up with the Rams to get him.
Yeah.
Because they had James Pierce as well. They drafted 2 defensive ends in this draft. Well, he's like a linebacker, but he can play inside linebacker, but he's an edge guy as well.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. And then, so I have him. I have Jalon Walker. I think he's a really, really good player. I think he's going to have a ton of tackles. I think he's going to kind of be that hybrid linebacker, pass rusher type guy. and I think he's gonna do well. So that's who I have. All right, you already said what your comeback player there was. Aiden Hutchinson. It's a good pick. I actually put Dak Prescott here for me.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad pick either.
I have Dak Prescott.
More than most people.
Yeah, I like Dak. I think he gets shit on too much for the type of player he is. But yeah, so I have Dak winning that.
I will be over with this last pick.
Oh, you got Vrabes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's on Vrabes. I won the award.
Is he really?
Yep.
Because we were so fucking bad.
Let me see. I forgot who else was. I think Aaron Glenn might have been second. I forget. Yep. It's Mike Vrabel number 1 at plus 600. Ben Johnson plus 700. Aaron Glenn and Liam Cohen tied at plus 1,200.
Why is it all the new coaches? They don't want any of the established coaches to win Coach of the Year. Where's the first established coach?
It would be Dave Canales of your Carolina.
But he's still not established. His first year was last year.
But he's not. The other ones would be like established guys. Sean Payton, I guess, would be first.
I think they're going to be real good, the Denver Broncos. I actually had Ben Johnson as my guy that wins because I think the Bears are going to make I think the Bears are going to finish with like above 500. I think Caleb's going to look like a competent quarterback. I think it would be him. Again, if the Patriots end up 10-6 or better, like you have them, I think it's 10-7. Sorry, I think if they end up 10-7, I think it's a no-brainer. It's Vrabel. Sure. I'm not there yet with what I've seen. I'm not there. If you look at their roster, it's still not great. It's still not that great. It's the Patriots. It's a lot better than it was. It was a lot better than it was last year's because last year's was one of the worst rosters in the history of the sport.
I don't even know if I would call it an NFL level roster.
Yes, it was literally one of the worst rosters in the history of the sport last year. So, yes, it's much better this year, but if you go look at the 53-man roster of the New England Patriots right now, it is still not a great situation.
I would say we went from absolutely horrific to average-ish, which is a very big upgrade.
Yes. So. But all in all, I do listen, and that doesn't temper
could be disgusting.
The defense could be disgusting. I like Travion Henderson. I think he's a dynamic player that by the end of the year will be the starting running back. I don't even know if it would take. It might be week 1. He's starting. It could be. I hope in week 1 he gets a good amount of touches.
Fast. He's
crazy. I very much have been impressed by him.
Yeah, again, a little bit of a short episode. We can get into the Pats for a couple minutes if you want.
Yeah, I think
pretty much the preseason's over. Actually, our last game just ended as we recorded this.
Yeah, nobody played though, but I'm expecting a second year bounce up from Drake May.
Bounce up.
I couldn't. Yeah, but I'm expecting a second to be better in the second year for Drake May. But yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. How do you feel about
it? Kyle Duggar gets traded, which I'm very happy about. He stinks. And he gets paid as like the 6th highest paid safety in the NFL. Who else?
Yeah.
I saw some roster projections because everybody kind of throws away this last preseason game now, rightfully so. So people are kind of putting in the projections now because it's kind of because you got to get it in by Monday, I think, right? Monday at 4 or something like that.
Yes, I believe
get down to 53 or whatever it is. Mm. I think Chisholm is a lock now.
Mm-hmm.
I think they keep.
Well, Polk's job got saved by the injury.
Yep.
So his job got saved.
I think Bourne gets traded or cut.
I think Baker's out of here.
I don't, just because he's kind of taken on the Matthew Slater role now. It looks like. With him and Brendan Schooler, and he seems very happy now. He hated Gerard Mayo. It seemed like he fucking hated Gerard Mayo, or Alex Van Pelt, maybe both. I don't know. I don't know which specifically, but he seems way more open to play special teams, way more open to be a blocking receiver. So when you do dirty things like that, like the dirty work, Mike Vrabel's the kind of guy that will reward you for that if he can anyway.
Yeah.
A guy like that, you're not going to force on the roster though. But if you're deciding between him and a 5th corner or something, you might just take him.
Yeah.
Because he does have explosive ability in the receiving game if he could ever put it all together. And then his special teams ability, obviously, he's shown to be good at that now. But I think Bourne is definitely gone. Polk might as well be gone, but he'll be on IR, so we'll see him next year, I guess, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They obviously have like a bunch of random guys they just signed to play today. They're all gone. I think Boutte, Hollins, Diggs, Douglas, Kyle Williams, the rookie. I'm missing a sixth. Chisholm. I felt like I had 7. Oh, Baker would have
Baker.
Been
yeah.
But it could almost be like that thing where Matthew Slater was written down as a receiver, but obviously he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna do a full 53-man roster projection, but I feel like I might be able, if I did a 53-man, I might be able to find a spot for Baker. Just because of his versatility. I did CLNS, Taylor Kyles and Mike Cadlick, I think the guy's name is. They did theirs, and Taylor Kyle's very they call him like analytics nerd. He has Bradbury getting cut, and he also said he wouldn't. What did he say? He wouldn't be floored if Marcus Jones was a surprise cut.
Really? With his punt returning ability, though.
Yeah, but that'd be it would be if it was a corner play, he wouldn't be surprised if he got cut. But he said the Patriots always seem to have one or two where you're like, oh god, I didn't know he was going to get cut. And he said he was asked by the other guy, and he said his 2 would be Bradbury and Jones if he had to pick 2.
All right. Yeah, I do think there is going to be, I think they're going to try to trade Duggar, but I think Duggar was going to get cut.
I think teams might not trade for him now because they know he's probably going to get cut.
Yeah. It'd be one of those things where if a team was like, hey, we want him to come to us, and if he gets cut, there's a chance that anybody can go get him.
We'll
so let's just
for a 6th.
Exactly. Like, let's just get him so he's ours. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing.
Bid.
Exactly.
Who's your surprise cut if you had to pick one?
Duggar would probably be it. It seemed, dude, last week when the starters kind of played, he was playing in the I think so, dude. Yeah.
Maybe like coming into the season, but as of today, I don't know how surprising it is, but yeah.
I mean, it's still a surprising, like,
in the league and cut,
exactly. Right? Yeah. And he a routine starter for like 5 years, like
the system's just so different. Like Anthony Jennings is like the pro football.
He's another guy that could be gone.
He's one of the best running defenders in the NFL, like statistically, but he just the new scheme is just edge defenders are so pass rush heavy in the system that he's just not a good pass rusher. So he could. I'm sure some team needs an edge rusher that can defend the run. There's probably teams out there that have that scheme. Yeah. Just like Duggar, I feel like Duggar might go to another team as like a linebacker.
He could.
Like
yeah,
he's a very good run stopper. He's not great in coverage. But yeah, I feel like those 2 guys are still NFL players. I don't think they're gonna be like out of the league by any means. But like if they get cut, they'll get on a team within 24 hours. Probably.
No question.
Maybe not even. But it's just a straight up when you have. This is why again I love the coach. This is why I'm high on the Patriots. Kind of, the coaching staff is a real coaching staff. Now we have an actual system.
Yeah.
Good players don't fit every system. That is just how it works in the NFL. And I just love how aggressive the defense is going to be. Hopefully, again, Christian Gonzalez is 100% healthy for week 1. If not, oh boy. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he needs to be on the field the whole time. He's essential. And we've seen Carlton Davis like very infrequently. Yeah, not a lot. Again, I think when it comes to the Patriots, the questions are they going to be able to block for Drake May? And
I think the defense will be fine anyway, regardless of the injuries and stuff.
Because I know you're real high on Will Campbell. I'm higher than most on Will Campbell. I don't really consider him an issue. Do I think he's gonna get beat because he's a rookie just naturally? Yes, yeah,
fucking great every week.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna be fine. But we're going into the season. We had all this money. We had all this, and we're going into the season and we're less than 2 weeks out and we don't know who the fuck our starting center is and we don't know who the fuck our starting left guard is. It's the same situation that we had last year. Everybody was in love.
Less worse. It's less. It's not as bad.
I mean, it's still pretty bad. If you don't know who your starter is, but if you don't know who your starter is right now on those positions, that means that the guys you have aren't that great. They're not
But
that
last
great.
year we had our signing of our starting right tackle quit after the first preseason game, Chuks Okorafor, and we did not know who was starting at left tackle between Vidarian fucking Lowe and whoever the hell else it was.
Yeah, but now
We're
you're
in a better
saying,
situation though.
I
It's
guess,
not
but
good.
you're telling me all of a sudden this will bring Ben Brown is the answer at center?
He was good at center last year.
Come on, dude. He was a guy that we got off the trash heap.
If you're telling me Garrett Bradbury gets cut, I'm starting Jared Wilson at center, Cole Stranger left guard.
Okay, but again, not great.
What I would do.
Yeah, not great.
I feel good about Jared Wilson.
He's a rookie and he might be okay. So I have no problem with starting him and seeing what he is and seeing if he can handle it. We know what we're going to get out of Cole Strange.
If he's fully healthy, I don't think he's an awful guard.
I mean,
he just doesn't ever stay on the field.
That's just I just look at it and I go, yeah. Did we bring in? Is our roster better? Did we bring in some studs? Yeah, we did. We on defense. I thought, Milton Williams, the cornerback I just mentioned, Davis, Landry, But it's like we brought in Steph Diggs. I actually think he's going to be good for the team and he's going to be fun. We had a good draft. We hope they all hit the way we think they're gonna hit. But then I look at the offensive line and I'm like, why? Did we not? We should have figured that out. We had the resources. We had the picks. We had the money. You gotta. I have no problem with the Will Campbell pick. That fits what we needed. How did we not go get somebody else?
I saw the market in the free agency wasn't great. It's just why didn't you make a trade for?
Make a trade. Go get Lemry Tunsil. Go do it. Go get any of the guys the Bears got. Joe Tooney.
That's what I'm saying. But the reason is that I'm not that pissed off about the free agent class in particular. The actual free agents were not good on the offensive line. When you're just talking about free agency, you should have made a trade for Tooney or Tunsil. I'll give you that. But free agent wise, I'm not mad that they didn't spend the money on the defensive. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
Dan Moore started like 16 games in the last 2 years, and he got like $25 million a year from the Titans. I'd rather have fucking Will Campbell figure it out than that shit. But yeah, I feel weirdly okay. I think Morgan Moses, everybody's like nervous about him. He was clearly on a pitch count this summer.
That's what it feels like to me.
It doesn't have that much to do. It might have a little bit to do with this play. I don't know, but it's more to do with they wanted to keep him healthy because he battled about 9 injuries last year and he's 34 years old. 35 years old, whatever the hell it is.
34,
so I feel okay about him and Onwenu. I feel okay. I would say 6.5, 7 out of 10. I feel a 7 out of 10 Will Campbell event like throughout the year. Maybe not. The good thing is we're going to find out week 1. We're not going to play a much better defensive line than we will week 1 the entire season. That's one of the best lines we'll face the entire season. And you would think that's the worst that will be because no one will be developed and tuned and stuff like that. So you're going up against the best and you're going to be at your worst. So if it's not a fucking disaster week 1, I don't think it'll be bad at all this entire year.
Yeah. We'll see. Again, I'm expecting them to be a lot better than they were last year. I'm just not.
Vegas win week 1.
Oh man, I think we should. I think we should win in week 1.
You said Vegas will win though.
Yeah, I don't like what I've been seeing out of the offense. I just don't like what I've been seeing out of the offense.
I don't see how the Raiders score. They have no
Genty.
Who the fuck is Christian Gonzalez even going to guard?
I don't know.
Exactly. They don't have. It's Brock, and they're going to do the Belichick bracket system on Brock Bowers. So unless Ashton Genty runs for 220 yards and 3 touchdowns, I do not see how.
I think he could.
Carlton Davis will lock Jacoby Myers up in the slot.
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez will just. We're not playing a Bengals or something where he guards Jamar Chase the whole game. So he's just going to kind of float around matchup dependent. Whoever the tall receiver ends up being probably is a wheel guard. So I just don't see. I don't know if we score a lot either. I'm not saying we're going to score 45, but I just think I like our offense against their defense better than I like their offense against our defense. No. I'm making sure it's not my end either. Just making sure. Because my thing's moving on my box. You can see me talking. You can't see your yellow box moving around the thing. That's how you know if I can hear you or not. You see how mine's moving when I talk? Yeah. Blue wanted to go to bed, so he unplugged the shit, is what it looks like here. This is what JPJ gets for saying the Patriots are going to lose week 1. This is karma right here. That's what this is. Want me to wrap it up here? So JPJ actually just texted me saying the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl, he believes, so I will put that in our notes. But, oh, I heard something there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we are. We're back.
What the hell, man? I don't even know what Lou did. He didn't even barely.
He said you're not usually recording this late. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, that's what he said. But anyway, all right. I'm back for the end. But we can continue. I didn't really have a ton to add to.
No, we did our perks. He has the Patriots at 9-8 or 8-9. Which one was it?
I have them at 8 and 9. But I think if everything goes the best it can possibly go.
Oh, the best.
I think 10.
Go. We're talking about 11.
No.
If you said everything, you just said everything goes the best it could go. Yes, they would win 11. But I don't think everything's gonna go the best.
No, I don't know. I think it's one of those things where I think they're going to start off not great, and then they should get better as the season goes.
Well, I agree with that part.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're rooting for 11 or 12.
I mean, I'm rooting for 17 and 0. I don't give a shit. That's what I'm rooting for. I need to see. I need to see.
We can't.
I need to
confirm this, but I will answer this on behalf of JPJ. Why not? We will try our best to do a live stream for one game this season at least. Would you say that?
I'm sure.
It'll do at least one.
Yeah, I'm sure we can make that work.
Yeah, maybe like a Thursday night game or something, a Monday night game or something like that.
Well, it can't be a Thursday. I got beards, bro. Come on.
Well, I thought it would end before. I guess it ends right now.
I can't do Monday either because I do the watch-alongs with Josh.
Oh, please.
It'd have to be a Sunday again.
Anyway, whatever.
But yeah, no, we can definitely do at least one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe a playoff game if we make it. When we make it. When we meet the playoffs.
That's what you think so. They're in the playoffs and
How
your
about
picks.
This? Let's make it do it right now. If they make the playoffs, live stream guaranteed for the playoffs.
No, I'm okay with it. I'll do that.
All right.
That's fine.
There you go. That's JPJ's punishment if we make the playoffs.
First of all, I would not be a punishment. I would be thrilled to watch a Patriots playoff game.
Saying, hey, that's a storm guarantee. The Patriots in the playoffs, live stream me and JPJ. One of us, if not both, will be passed away on that stream. I'm willing to guarantee it.
Maybe. I mean, I would go in. That's house money. It's house money, bro.
Oh, I'm not. No, once I'm there, I have to win.
Yeah, you still want them to win, but it's house money, bro. It's house money.
No, Super Bowl or bust.
But
anyway.
But
yeah, it would be. It would be house money at the point.
But all right, I apologize for that minute and a half with no mic, but yeah, no. So those are our picks as far as divisions, Super Bowl champions, awards, and all that fun stuff. Next week, college football preview. We'll probably talk about some baseball and stuff. The Red Sox just started a massive 4-game series in New York against the Yankees. Roman Anthony hit a home run in his first game in Yankee Stadium because he is my tribal chief, the OTC. Roman. But we won game 1.
The best Bieber in Canada starting tomorrow. First start with the Jays.
That's true. Yep. Shane Bieber. Yep. Shane Bieber starting for the Blue Jays for the first time. So we're getting in the home stretch, mid to end of August here. We're down to the last 5-6 weeks of the season. Both CJ and my teams are still very much in the playoff hunt. Should be exciting. We have currently today the Tour Championship in golf started today, winner take all. And that had a pretty good first round. So we'll talk about, see if Scotty Scheffler can win back-to-back and be the first golfer ever to win back-to-back. There's a bunch of stuff going on. But, yeah, like we said, football will probably dominate most episodes. I know the last couple of weeks it's been the main thing we've talked about. But we'll on the weeks when we're kind of in between some stuff, we'll talk about especially playoffs coming and things like that. But, yeah, so next week a little college football preview. It'll really be the bye cut week in the NFL. So if there's any trades, big time surprise cuts, we'll talk about that. And then the following week, 2 weeks from now, will be the full-on Week 1 NFL preview where we'll break down all the games, and college football will be week
Thursday night review. We'll talk about the Eagles and Cowboys.
Exactly. But yeah, should be a good time. So CJ, why don't you let the people know what else we got coming up? Because this weekend, I did mention at the top, we do have a thing called Forbidden Door, and there might be something happening. I might even be on it. Yeah, let the people know what else we got going on here at the Hive.
The star of our Twitch recently, Miss Peggy, will be joining JPJ for a Forbidden Door watch along. As you're watching this tomorrow afternoon, if you're watching this in the States, tomorrow Sunday afternoon in the States, Sunday evening in the UK and Europe, and very early in the morning Australian time, which is why Mr. Josh will not be joining them. Hey, he could use some W energy if he wants to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch a JPJ. Hey.
It is true.
He said he enjoys the Japanese soda flavor, by the way. And then, of course, the following week, though, JPJ, not only are you going to get the wrestling show on Wednesday of the Swarm, not only are you going to get our college football and MLB chats on Saturday, Sunday afternoon again, next Sunday afternoon, though, you'll have us for the third time on a watch-along from the Clash in Paris, which is actually shaping up to be a solid 8, 7, 9 match card, actually, which is surprising. WWE usually does about 5 max for these like non-big 5 pay-per-views. But so we'll be on there for that. Peggy, like I said, has been taking over the Twitch, doing Gamescom co-streams the last 2 days.
Yeah, she did a great job. She crushed him.
Absolutely. If I wasn't banned on Twitch, I would have been in the chat, but I was watching, unsigned in, however. But you have actually, as we're recording this, about a couple hours from now, Jamie's The Buzz will be released in full. Actually, it just was released, but as we're recording. But a clip each day of the week, Monday through Thursday, and then Friday is the full episode, which is dropping, like I said, as we're recording this, late Thursday night, early Friday morning in the UK. What else do we have? We have Ryan coming back with the Stu with the FC streams, videos. He brought us from, the 4th league in England, I believe, the Hive FC, all the way to the Premier League. We're trying to win the Champions League. Ryan doing Madden and college football stuff, doing Road to Glory and stuff like that. Josh usually streams every single day, pretty much, at least 4 or 5 days a week. He had a couple things come up this week, so he wasn't that. Actually, it was just a little bit different times, but I know AFL is heading into the playoffs, but they call it the finals, I believe.
The grand final, I think?
No, the grand final is like the Super Bowl. The finals are the playoffs.
Okay, got it.
So he will be doing streams for the Crows and not with the Crows, just random games in and out. So that'll be coming up soon. Yeah, the Substack, of course, Bryn, as we mentioned, Peggy's always, she actually dropped something today. Peggy's fucking just everywhere.
Killing it. Yeah, she's killing it.
2 straight watch-alongs, 2 straight co-streams, 2 straight Substack weeks. She's the face of the Hive at this point. We're global, though, Canada as well. Now we're Canadian, JB.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
We're not Canadian, please. But
soon.
Yeah, hey, fair enough. Yeah, the way this is going, we might be Canadian.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have to go somewhere. We're gonna have to go somewhere, CJ.
And that will be another discussion on our next wrestling episode with what WWE is doing again. We might need to get a VPN sponsor in addition to W here on the
We're gonna have to get a bunch of shit. Make sure your passport is in order.
Yeah.
I have to get the hell out of here.
I'm going to Mexico right before Christmas, so I'm getting my passport.
You're not.
Next week.
There you go. Don't come back. Stay down there. It's probably just stay down there.
We have an 8-day villa booked. I might be
a villa.
It's so this real quick, this EDM, like the electric music. My girl loves that. I'm not a big fan of it, but
CJ's going to be on shrooms or psychedelics, all sorts of things. It's going to be floating in the clouds.
I'm sure it's not him personally, but his company is record company rents out an entire island for a week.
Wow.
To do a festival right on the beach in Mexico. And you can get a all-encompassing package of a villa, the tickets, and all that. So we got it. There's a hot tub on our balcony of the villa. Beauty. And you go down. It's a infinity pool. Oh, please, JPJ, please. Cancun as well. God heaven. So I was like, I don't give a shit what kind of music it is. I'm in. Don't care. Do not give.
I would be like, do I have to go to the show? Can I just stay in the villa?
Would you be that upset? I was like, can we bring one of your friends as well? And you guys go to the concert. I'll just sit
I'll just sit in the hot tub all day in the villa.
You can watch. You can see down the beach where the music festival is, or from the balcony.
Oh, then you don't need to leave the villa ever.
Going down there. Yeah. I was like, I'll even piss off the balcony.
I can see what you. Yeah, you go down there, have some fun. I can keep an eye on things up here.
It's like
If you
the
need,
guards in the prison. I'll have the bird's eye
yeah,
view of it. I make sure it's good
100%.
here.
If I'll see if anybody's threatening you, like if anybody's
Right.
I'll text you, hey,
Exactly.
watch out for the guy behind your shoulder. He's
Exactly.
weird, what.
He just sniffed
But
your
I,
hair. Get him the hell
yeah, I just saw him. He's trying to get a little too close. Don't do that, like, hey,
If
you
I fall
never,
off the balcony because I'm high, don't worry about it. Just
yeah,
let me fall. Be
yeah.
all right.
You never leave that affinity pool. You never leave that hot tub. There's no need.
I will be a 6-foot prune by the time
I was gonna say my skin would be permanently pruned.
Yes.
I would spend so much time
Correct.
for that 8 days. The
and you
only
bet
time
your
I
ass-
wouldn't be in there was when I am sleeping or walking to the bar. That would
I
be
might sleep in it,
the
but
only
just prop
time.
my head up, like so I don't drown. But just sleep in it anyway.
Unbelievable.
It's gonna be great. And you bet your ass we will still be recording the Hive, and I will do that on purpose just to make JPJ look at my background when I'm on it. I will be recording from the balcony overlooking the beach.
What's the time difference?
It's Central Time. It's the same time as I'm on now.
Wow, really?
It's Mexico. It's like
You're gonna do a show with me while you're on the fucking beach,
and I'm gonna show you.
What if the reception is shit?
No, it's the village. We have private Wi-Fi. Don't worry about that.
Oh, private Wi-Fi. Look at you, fancy bitch.
No,
fancy bitch.
She's paying for all of it. As I say, by the way, she's sitting on the sideline at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta at the Weeknd concert with her cousin right now. So.
Really?
Yeah, remember I said I dropped her off at the airport last week.
Oh yeah, that's why she. Okay, got it. The Weeknd. Huh?
So real quick, we'll just get into how money my girlfriend has, which is, by the way, not a bad thing for me. I would put it at all.
Oh man. What you want, really?
She's in Atlanta right now to see the Weeknd. By the way, if you're watching this as a wrestling fan, the voice of every WrestleMania, I think, the last 10 years at this point.
Feels like it.
She's going to we're going to the Wyatt 6 Hollywood Nights thing in Orlando in a couple months, end of September rather. Then she's going to Africa for 4 weeks with her uncles.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, they're traveling. Her uncles haven't been in America in 4 years. They're traveling every country now they're retired. So she's meeting them in Africa, and it's a 2-week safari that they'll be going on. She had to go get a $600 vaccine to go to Africa. She went last week to New Orleans downtown to get that vaccine, $650, something like that. Then she comes back for 2 weeks, and then that's when we go to Mexico at the end of I lied. She's going in November. She's going to New Orleans for a concert with her friend. Then she's going to another concert in Memphis, and the day after that concert in Memphis, she's going to another concert in Nashville, and then she comes home for 2 weeks. Then we're going to Mexico.
What the fuck?
I get to go on one of those trips, by the way. Just one. Just the Mexico one.
What does she do?
She's a head of nursing at an emergency room here.
Oh, well, yeah. All right. That makes sense.
She's the head nurse at an emergency room. And I won't dox myself and say which hospital, but
no.
A hospital here in Louisiana.
That makes sense now. That makes sense now. Head nurse. I mean, come on. Raking
in an emergency
cash.
room, too.
Yeah, raking in the cash.
And the job is horrific. Like, I can never do it.
Oh, yeah, no.
The hours are kind of sick. So she works 13-hour days for 5 days in a row, but then you get 5 days off. It's 5 days on, 5 days off.
Oh.
It's terrific.
I'd take that. I would take that in a second.
I'll work 17 hours for 5 days.
Right, yeah. You could
You fucking kidding me?
You fucking kidding me? You're telling me 13 hours. So you're telling me I could go work 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, but then I get all next week off? Yeah.
Yeah. That's today is what, Thursday? It's only her second day. It's the first day of the 5 days off, so that's why it's a perfect time for her to go to this concert.
Yeah.
She's off until Tuesday or Wednesday.
Beauty. That must be the life.
I see
the job itself is brutal.
I think I will order food off of you this week, is what I tell her. I think you'll be buying me Domino's tonight, actually.
I mean, beautiful. Yeah. I mean, why not?
Just use your card on accident. Sorry. Listen, JPJ. Oh man, what a life! I can't wait.
Yeah.
The episodes of the Swarm while I'm in Mexico might be 10 minutes. JPJ might just get sick of me and turn it off.
Oh, I'm not even gonna do it. Just gonna be like, just enjoy vacation, bro. We'll come back next week.
Oh no, I will be enjoying it. Trust me.
Yeah, I bet. All right, yeah. Are you gonna be vlogging this stuff?
I might. I did a Coachella. Yeah, that's where we just came back from. Well, not just came back. It was 4 months ago. VIP at Coachella. We were right behind Justin Bieber at Charlie XCX's set. Him and Hailey Bieber or whatever the hell he's married to. And then she was next. I don't know if you ever heard of Kid Laroi and Tate McRae. Big Canadian artist, Tate McRae.
Girl.
all 4 of them.
Tay McRae's a girl.
Yes.
Yes.
All 4 of them were standing. I would say, like, if they were the barricade of a wrestling event, we were like the 4th row, 3rd row. We were sitting right behind them. You see some shit at VIP at Coachella. You see all kinds
I bet. Oh, I bet. Oh,
yeah. It was great.
Yeah. I don't know any of those people.
Yeah.
But
if you're watching this, little dating advice, date up. We'll just date up in your life. Don't date down.
So that's the goal. That's the goal. Find a nurse. Find a nurse. They make good money. I had a few good friends. I mean, they're still friends of mine, but we were close at one point, and they were both nurses. And I found out. No, I usually don't care about. I don't care about like money that way. Mm-hmm. But when we were graduating college, they told me what the entry level like salary was for the nurse, and I was like, what? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, I mean, obviously, I knew it's a super hard job. I wouldn't be able to do it. They should make that money for what they have to do and what their like importance is. Right. But I was just like, I heard the figure. I was like, right away. Right away, you make that?
I don't
really work your way up to that.
And then I heard what she made. I'm like, I might care about money.
I was like, what?
Yeah, and she graduated nursing school 4 years ago, so she's been there for 4 years now. So you can imagine what that number's looking like.
I can never imagine, actually, because I'll never know what that feels like.
I would like to go on some of these trips that she goes on with her friends and cousins and uncles and stuff. But hey, I'm not gonna be mad at having the house to myself for 5 or 6 days.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be like, I am gonna have this house to myself.
Bring me to Mexico with you once a year or something like that. Give me one at the beginning of the year, like Coachella VIP. Give me one at the end of the year to wrap my year up in Mexico. Go wherever the fuck you want in between. Have fun.
Unbelievable. Everyone hates you.
It's really well, you know. And I work my own hours too. It's beautiful, JBJ. We're recording this at like almost after midnight his time, by the way, because of that. I was like, just let me know when you want to record, and I'm in. I recorded with Josh Impact Intact at 4:30 in the morning the other day.
Really?
Yeah, because I literally
don't you sleep?
No, I don't. And Josh was worried about me when we were recording that. I don't.
Why were you dozing off?
No, I legitimately don't sleep. No, he was like, do you really not? He's like, you really don't sleep. Because I'll be in his Twitch stream at 4 a.m. my time, and then I'll be still responding to his messages during the afternoon my time. He's like, how are you still, like, why are you still here? Like, yeah. People like joke around, I never sleep. I sleep maybe 3 hours every other day. I like go
every other day.
Oh yeah. I haven't slept since Tuesday or Wednesday morning.
How are you functional?
I've been like this for literally like 10 or 11 years.
That can't be good.
No.
That can't be good.
My body will absolutely break down at some point, just randomly. Like a random Tuesday.
No, it's not going to break down at some point. You're going to take a step and you're going to done. It's over.
Yeah. I'll be stepping out of my...
It's not like you're not going to... There's going to be no breakdown period. It's just going to stop.
Yeah. I'll be walking out of my office on a random Tuesday at 4 p.m. and just fall face down on the floor and never wake up again.
And take one step and it's just going to go... And that's going to be it.
But
Jesus Christ, that can't be good. Go to a doctor, will you?
No, it's okay. I'm fine.
It ain't okay.
Josh, I've known Josh for longer than I've known you, but he like didn't, like, you know how everybody says they don't sleep or they're tired or whatever? Like, but he's like, once he realized, like, I do respond at any time of the night and I record at any time, he's like, you really actually don't sleep. I was like, no, I really don't. It's awful. My friend we went to Coachella.
How are you not tired though?
I don't know. We went to Coachella with a couple, my best friend and his girlfriend. And he was like mortified for me. He was like, you can't do that. I was like, well, I do.
Yeah.
Because he didn't kind of believe it either. Even on vacation, I don't sleep. They went out, like, it was like 4 a.m. We just came back from, Coachella's like 150 degrees. You're just dead tired, 15 hours in the desert. And he'll just like wake up to go to the bathroom and see like one of the screen doors is still like cracked open. I'm just sitting in the fucking hot tub on my phone. He's like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, you were just outside in the sun for 20 hours straight. I was like, I'm not tired. I'm just going to be out. I'm just watching a podcast on my phone, hanging out in the hot tub. It's bad. It's very
That's not normal. That's not normal.
It is not.
Everybody's
told me I will just drop dead. I will just be walking around all happy.
I think that's the only way it has to go.
Yep. Or it'll be that way and I'll get lucky and it'll just be like a massive heart attack.
I mean, that's what would happen if you just dropped dead.
I'm saying maybe I wouldn't die. It would just be a heart attack that I would somehow live through. But...
Oh, yeah. And then the doctor would say, hey, asshole, sleep, will you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
See how that happened? You probably could have just slept. Why don't you take medicine or something and just go to sleep?
I'm not tired.
But if you fucking take something, it's not about being tired. Your body naturally needs to. That's a.
I get my 3 hours every 2 days.
That is, yeah. That's not. That
I
is
don't really
not
take naps either, so
sustainable.
it's not like I don't sleep for 3 hours, but I nap all day. I don't nap either.
That's not sustainable.
I'm not kidding. It's probably been close to 10 years I've been like this.
Okay, but I'm saying that is not sustainable.
No, I know. But I have a good system though. Like I work, after this, I'll go make food or something, and then I will write like my daily quota of articles because it'll technically be after midnight, so it'll be the next day. And then I'll just do nothing all day because I'll be done with work. I'll done the showered. I've done the stuff around the house. I'll go cut the grass. I've eaten, and it'll be 3 a.m. and my day will be done already. So I have 24
If you
hours
were my neighbor and you were cutting your grass at 2 a.m, I would fucking slit you. I would end you.
I wait till 6:30.
I would be like, "Is this motherfucker out there?" I would throw a blade at you.
So the other day I
throw a blade
cut
at
the grass. It was like 5. It was like 5. I'm like, fuck. I was just bored. So I just kept sitting there. It was the longest hour of my life. I waited till 6:15. I'm like, all right, I'm going. But yeah.
Even on a fucking Tuesday, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'd be like, "You can wait until 8 a.m. where we're all at work, you piece of shit." That's what I would say.
Fair enough.
6 a.m. maybe on a whatever. It's the weekend. You do what you want.
6:30.
Who the fuck? Everybody's at work at 6? No, that's not true.
The people next door always drop off their kids at school around 6:30, so that's why I picked 6:30.
First of all, what kind of school has their kids showing up at 6:30 in the damn morning?
I can on my ring.
What the fuck is that?
You know what a ring camera is, obviously. I watch it, so like I would watch it and waited for them to leave, so I could be a little bit, cautious of them. So I waited for them to put in their kids, walked in the van, and they drove off. So then I went out there and put my AirPods in and went to go cut the grass. I don't know. I assume they go to school. They have backpacks and it's early in the morning. I don't know where else they would go, but
that's too early.
Yeah,
that's too early.
The South is crazy.
That's too early for kids.
They started school at the first week of
August. You don't say. You don't say the South is crazy. No, you know what they did once upon a time?
Once upon a time.
If they had it their way, still.
It is still true. Oh, it's still.
I don't doubt it.
And shit. Oh my God.
Oh, I don't doubt it. There
was a street. I won't say where again. Her grandparents live in the Mississippi, Arkansas area. We literally you could go 8 minutes, I think it is, and go to Mississippi. That's how close to Arkansas, Mississippi they are. I'm not kidding. There is an entire street of just straight up Trump Pence and Trump Vance flags on the front lawn.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not kidding. At least 40 houses straight, not one missing. I
live in a state that is like bluer than through and through. Yeah. However, you can go about 3 streets over from where I live right now, and you can see 3 or 4 houses. We have a huge shopping plaza, like a couple streets over on Main Street, and when you're leaving the plaza, there's houses across the street, and there was a house on that street that above their garage had a giant picture of him pumping the fist when he got shot. Oh,
it's not even just like a Trump Vance flag or something.
No, it's like the picture of him doing the pose. And so every day when I was leaving, like on my days off or whatever, when I go there, I go there to get a coffee. I would be in the drive-thru and I'm looking at this thing going, what a fucking loser.
Even if you're like
what a fucking loser.
I'm just saying. Fucking Biden or somebody either. Like,
it's weird. Yeah, but I was just like, all right, whatever. But
I don't know if you've ever been there. Acushnet is awful. There's so many Trump people.
Obviously, I have my opinions because it is that guy. But like, I'm not saying. I'm saying if that was a picture of Taylor Swift,
exactly,
I would be like, what a fucking loser.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If that was a picture of anybody in that form, I would be like, yes, 100%. But like. Anybody, I would be like, that is such a loser that lives at that house. Like, that is gross.
Yep, 100%.
Anyway, on that note, follow him, CJF Writes. Follow me, JPJ Loves Gaming. You can find us all over the place here on the Hive and elsewhere. You'll be able to find out all we're doing if you're just following us here. We need to get on up out of here because we just spent the last 15 minutes talking about.
That's what happens when we have short episodes.
CJ's lack of. Anything.
So any one of these episodes could be our last.
If there is a doctor that comes across this, they're gonna be like, "This can't be fucking real." Now that I
say that, do you put it together now when you see like me messaging the group or whatever that I do? Like it doesn't matter what time it is. Now that I'm in there.
I get it. I just assumed that you just dozed off for like throughout the day, you just sporadically dozed off for a little bit of time. That's how I viewed it. Oh, well, he works from home. He's not on any schedule.
You can just take 2-hour naps whenever.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Like, he dozes off for an hour here, then he's up for 3 or 4, then it's a couple hours, then it's this, and that's not good.
Nope, it sure isn't. Nope.
That's not good. You should talk to somebody.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll talk to Jesus when I die. Hey, as long as I get to, JPJ, if I get to that Mexico and the
but I'm saying
I'll jump off the balcony and die for all I care. I don't give a fuck.
Might not need to.
Fair. Maybe the shrooms will do it for me.
You never know. You never know.
Put me to sleep. Who knows?
Apparently they won't, CJ.
I've never done them in my life, so maybe they will.
You never done shrooms once?
I have never smoked weed before.
That's not true.
On my dead brother's life.
That'll put you to sleep.
I have done one drug in my life, and it was I took edibles and didn't realize how strong they were.
That'll fuck you up, though.
Do you know how strong
that'll fuck you up, though?
You want to guess how many I took? Driving. Well, this is when I moved from Massachusetts to Florida 6 years ago, and then 4 years ago I moved from Florida to Louisiana. So it's like a 31-hour drive.
Over 100?
I took 4 edibles on the drive.
How many milligrams? Do you know how many milligrams?
No.
Okay.
But the guy that like my mom's husband boyfriend at the time took 1, and he took them every day, and he only recommended to take 1.5 of them.
What the fuck did you take 4 then?
I just started popping them in the truck. I was like, these ain't that bad, and because I've never been high or anything before, I don't.
These ain't that bad, he says.
It makes sense now that I think about it, but you don't get high right away, obviously. So after like 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, I'm fine. So I just took another one.
Nope.
10 minutes, I'm like, oh, I'm fine. And then about an hour later,
all 4 of them were fucking ruining you.
Yes. I started like licking the window like an idiot. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was absolute.
That'll get you.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Edibles are very hit or miss with me. And more times they miss than hit. I get a much more of a sensation when I smoke, and it's more instant, obviously, when you smoke. Well, smoking's also instant. Like, you'll know within the first couple rounds of hits, you'll be like, I'm high, and then you know where you're at. Yeah, because it's just a different. The edible part of it, like you said, is you'll eat it, and it's almost like you're waiting for it to happen. And I feel like when you're waiting for it to happen, it just doesn't happen because you're waiting for it to happen. You know what I mean?
Oh, but when it hits you, buddy, boy, does it fucking
boy, oh boy. Oh yeah. I've had a couple bad experiences, but you live and you learn,
see,
you know?
When the swarm hits Mexico in a few months. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But all right, we're going to get out of here. We appreciate you all watching. Enjoy Forbidden Door. If you are watching Forbidden Door, come right back here. Come hang out with me and Peggy. Watch Forbidden Door with us. It should be a fun time. But enjoy the weekend, and we will see you next week on Wednesday for our wrestling episode right here on The Swarm here at the Hive Media. Till then, for CJ, for myself, peace out.
Go to sleep.